nutmeg seed, and the lacy red covering around it called an aril, which, dried, becomes the spice mace, come from the exact same fruit. Different flavor, different chemistry, different traditional dosing guidance. Same plant, different part, different everything. You already met this plant's safety profile in Lesson 5, but specifically, it's the flowering tops that are used medicinally and studied for the CYP3A4 interaction we covered. Other parts of the plant aren't the ones showing up in the research or the products. St. John's wort as a name isn't specific enough on its own. The part matters. Cinnamon bark oil is dominated by cinnamaldehyde, the compound behind cinnamon's characteristic flavor and warmth. Cinnamon leaf oil is chemically different, dominated by eugenol instead, the same compound family found in cloves. Different dominant compound, different intensity, different skin sensitivity profile. Cinnamon oil, without specifying bark or leaf, is genuinely ambiguous. It's tempting to think of plant identity as the main variable in herbalism. This species versus that one. Often, the bigger variable sitting right next to it is which part of that one species you're using. Two comparisons, same lesson. Right species, wrong part can matter as much as wrong species entirely, and that's not just semantics. The plant part can change which constituents are actually present, how the herb needs to be prepared, which evidence even applies to it, what effects to realistically expect, the right dose, and the safety profile itself. 6 different things, all riding on one word. Nutmeg seed and its mace covering aren't just 2 flavors, different chemistry, different traditional dosing. St. John's wort's safety data is specifically about the flowering tops, not the whole plant. Cinnamon bark and leaf aren't interchangeable in a recipe or on your skin, different dominant compound, different sensitivity risk. Same species, different part, different everything. Next time you pick up an herbal product, check the label for the specific plant part, root, leaf, bark, seed, whole herb. If it's missing entirely, that's worth noticing. It doesn't automatically mean the product is bad, but it does mean you can't fully evaluate what you're getting, which is exactly the kind of gap Module 7's label reading lesson goes deeper on. Here's a concise checklist to run before using any herbal product. 1. The botanical name, genus and species, not just a common name. 2. The plant part used. 3. The preparation form, tincture, capsule, tea, extract. 4. The dose. And 5. Whether the research behind any claim actually studied that same part in that same form. 5 quick checks, and you'll catch most of the ambiguity this lesson has been about. Species and part are 2 variables down. Next lesson adds a third, how plants are classified into families and why a proper botanical name is worth more than a common one. Grab the workbook page, audit your own herbal products for missing part used labels. See you in Lesson 8.